I'm not exaggerating. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to do whatever. I literally unplugged from the world. I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
Right, and that's a good thing.
It
really is a good
Right.
thing.
And so when
especially when you come in and start catching up on it.
really. Yeah. I mean, I haven't watched any TV. I haven't been looking at news sources. I really don't have any idea what's going on.
It kind of makes you feel better, I think.
Because you can pretend it's not happening.
Right.
Keeping up with it is somewhat of a necessity here, but
life,
overall, I kind of like doing without it if I can.
For 6 days, my life could not have been simpler. It was the most simple.
Just relax, eat, relax.
Eat. That's me right there.
Eat, sleep.
Let me tell you how far I've walked to get under that umbrella. I have walked less than 100 yards.
Oh, yeah. You don't get no better than that. Wow. I'm thinking, I tell you what I may do. I may walk down there and sit under that umbrella.
Just like I said, I was living out Margaritaville, that song. You know, right, ease on down to the beach. Oh, ease on back.
Doesn't matter what time. Rick, take your watch, throw it away.
But
So apparently, last week.
So what's happened?
Last week,
Okay.
Iran shot down a U.S. drone, a Navy drone, that was keeping an eye on them. And certainly they know we do keep an eye on them. Now, there was an argument about exactly where the drone was when it was shot down.
We say it wasn't in their airspace.
Right. They say it was. Now, they may be, again, the land over there is pretty tight with some of that waterway. And, you know, they may look at the distance one way. We may look at it another. I don't know. Anyway, their missile caught our drone. They were able to retrieve part of it and show it off, some pieces.
Oh, of course.
You know, that's pretty
Got to
standard.
dance around it.
And apparently, many in the Congress had urged Trump, and Trump wanted to take retaliatory action against them for that.
And pause.
Which I think we should.
guess
When they damage our equipment, we need to go get them.
Because
We need to damage some of theirs.
Because this is the high-tech question when you guys brought this up that hit me, and you're answering it, and I'm not saying I disagree. I'm just saying, you know, there was a day, there was no such thing as a drone. So you shoot down an airplane, you've killed somebody, and we know what to do.
We're really
But now we're shooting down unmanned things, so you're kind of like, all right, now what do we do about that? Is that
Well, you're looking at our technology. We don't like that.
Are we as mad about that as like they shot at one of our planes down with a pilot in it?
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? Because it's just a piece of equipment. They've shot down expensive high-tech equipment. Is that as much a call to war as like it used to be when you shot down a pilot?
Well, who would parachute in, you would take him prisoner.
Right.
And then put him on TV and make him talk about how he's mad that he went against the great Iran.
Yeah, they can't take like a piece of the drone wing and like have it get on TV and say, I now swear my allegiance to Iran. I'm denouncing the evil West.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, aside from them stealing your technology, that's about it.
Well, I mean, you know,
I'm just saying it's not.
It's an airplane with a great camera in it. I mean, what you know, what are you gonna learn that you can't reproduce or buy from China?
I'm just saying,
anyway?
can you rally the country to war over a drone like you could over a dead
Well, let me
pilot?
say, me personally, I didn't. I just went. I was like, oh. Well.
It's a valid question.
I think it is a valid question.
It's different.
Well, here's the more complicated part of it.
I didn't really care.
They also had attacked 4 fuel tankers coming through there.
They did blow up some tankers.
And one of them is owned by Japan.
Right.
And we are under contract of obligation of terms of surrender to protect them and their assets all over the globe.
You have to admit the slogan "Remember the Alamo" versus "Remember the Drone."
Yeah,
it's not.
It's
close,
not
right?
as.
Not even close. No.
Well, too. We also.
You're
I'm
not
not
going to make
saying-
a movie about it either.
Let me say, I'm not saying we shouldn't retaliate. Please don't hear that.
No.
Well,
I'm just saying it's different.
But
we have a large majority of the oil that is used in the world shipped through this very small strait, and Iran has made trouble there before.
Oh, yeah.
And this is kind of what they do. This is their playbook. They've done this before. And apparently Trump had ordered up a retaliatory strike that was going to involve planes with pilots. Mm-hmm. It was also going to involve cruise missiles and things being fired from ships in the area. And they were ready to go. Planes had already been launched, and he decided to call the attack off. Now, why he did that is somewhat of a mystery right now. Most of the people, the talking heads that were on over the weekend, thought it was the right response was to attack, that they needed to pay a price for that and let them know we were not going to let them escalate terrorism in that area. But I'm sure Trump had a good reason, but he's not saying, and not that we have to know, There may have been a target that they were planning to get in this, and that target moved, and they couldn't get a good shot at them, and they scuttled the whole thing. So I don't know. But Israel has made it clear, the U.S. has made it clear they're not going to let Iran possess a nuclear weapon because they're at the mic every day saying they're going to wipe Israel off the map, and we're not going to let them do that.
No doubt.
So we're going to fight them at some point, guys. That's the point. That's where we're at. So where do we do it? Now, they have a nuclear scientist that goes missing about every 6 months.
Yeah.
From the mysterious black motorcycles that come by and shoot them at red lights. I don't know if y'all seen that. So I'm sure us and Israel's part of that, if I had to guess.
Right, sure.
But that's how you stop a nuclear program. The guys that put it together know how to do it. You take them out.
Right, absolutely.
So, this is going on. And then we had a report that we had launched a cyber attack against them. So, and they're saying, no, we stopped that in its tracks. So who knows? But tensions are high in the area. A lot of the commercial airliners are now veering out of that area, as they should, because we've already had that happen before. I mean, we had the Russians shoot down one, and we shot down one in the past. So you don't know if they're legit or if they're some kind of military operation. Yep. So I would stay clear. But I'm a little shocked that he called that off, but he had to have a good reason. And I saw him speaking over the weekend. He said, well, some people think that I'm a hawk, and some people think now that I'm a dove, but I'm somewhere in the middle. So, but he turned around then and told Iran he wanted to meet with them face to face. And I think he's trying to give them one last chance to say, look, you economically, and it's kind of the same playbook that he was using with North Korea. You're isolating yourself with this, I'm a dark dictator. If you would actually join the world community, you've got a lot to offer, and you could make a lot of money here and have a good standard of living for everybody. You can have whatever religious government freakazoid thing you want to do, but economics is global, and you could be a valid part of the economic world, but you choose to be psycho over here and some kind of dark dictatorship.
All right, we'll come back. I'll tell you something just now that y'all gave me the information. I think there's something about Trump that you got to remember in all this now that y'all kind of laid it out there, and you touched on some of it there going to the break. It's kind of every president, every administration has their own personality, and going to war is something that you really need to think about. We'll be right back.
Rick and Bubba.